Now, how many people climb trees or pick flowers in public parks? In China, the authorities think far too many are getting away with what they say is uncivilized conduct in public places. Now, plans are afoot in Beijing to tackle it. Well, our China analyst, Kerry Allen, is with me in the Newsroom studio. So what is being planned in Beijing?
Well, in newspapers today, there's a lot of discussion about introducing facial recognition in Beijing parks. So it's not clear entirely how this would work, whether they'd be installed in trees, for example. But this is one of the big plans that's being introduced because it seems to have come off the back of a recent Qingming festival in China, where people travel to parks and mountainous tourist regions, for example. And there was this video that went viral in Beijing, which showed a woman shaking a flower blossom tree. And it ignited a lot of anger. People were saying that branches could have come away, that tourists don't think about the environment enough. So yeah, the Beijing authorities want to actually do something about it now.
And what penalties might people face?
Well, there's talk in the long run about introducing a blacklist for people, and it effectively means that they are banned from going to these parks in Beijing, but also it could be ruled out nationwide. So if people go to parks elsewhere, they're not allowed, basically, and that their names go onto a list. It's like an ASBO, so they can't go to any tourist sites ever again, any rural regions, really.
And this is part of a trend, isn't it? I mean, we've talked many times before, haven't we, Kerry, about how the Chinese use technology. They've used technology, for example, to find out more about school children and how they operate.
Yes, absolutely. There's a lot more systems coming in place to make sure that people are as socially responsible as possible. And it all seems to be in line with next year, China's introducing a social credit system, which means that people... Any behaviour like this, it goes on their point system, and it means that in the future they might be denied credit cards, for example, or they're just seen as bad people.
So you've got to behave.
You have, yeah. So you can't even be climbing trees.
Is there any opposition to this?
Not really, no. There's some discussion about it online, but a lot of people are saying that they actually support this. They're seeing nowadays more and more social media users. They don't really care. They're taking pictures. They want to kind of get the best pictures they can for the clicks. So they're not thinking about the environment and the long-term prospects, especially in a city like Beijing, which is developing so rapidly. They really have to think about what they do.
Kerry Allen.